Hello, Aries. I'm doing a reading for the Aries Collective today. We are taking a look at what's happening for you guys in love, in the area of love and relationship with yourself and relationship with that significant other or that person that you have on your mind during this month. What it is that you should know, what Spirit would like to highlight for you, what you should be aware of, and what you could possibly expect. Okay. So I'm going to start the reading by looking at what is happening with you in relation to this person, what might have happened, where you find yourself currently, and where you might be at this moment, just to give you sort of a little bit of a background to your story so you can know if it is in fact your story or not. I always ask that you take a few deep breaths though and settle into your intuition. Ask your guides and keepers to guide you, so that you can know, trust your intuition to help you to know if it is your reading or not. You have to be selective about your energy. For those of you who want to expand and grow in love, honestly, and you'll hear many light workers saying this to you, watching millions and millions of readings every day, a whole lot of different people with different messages, it's not good. Hey, it keeps you stuck. It's okay for a certain period of time because we go through this obsessive phase and we need to do that, but you need to be asking yourself the question, no matter what you're exposing yourself to, is this contributing to my growth? Is this contributing to me tapping into the part of my energy that feels expansive and good? Or is it just making me feel more negative? Is it making me focus on lower vibrational stuff like the karmic, or who's doing what wrong and who's doing what to me and who's coming at me and who's like, that's ego stuff, making other people the enemy and you making yourself the good person and other people the bad person. It doesn't matter what your scenario is. You might be in a third party situation. You might be in a situation where there is a karmic and you are to them what they are to you. But the fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter how someone comes into your life experience, they come to serve and to contribute to your growth. What determines that is your perspective and how you look at it. If you're going to make other people in your life experience the bad people because they are keeping you away from what you want, that's not how it works. The only person that can keep you away from what you want in this life is you. And sometimes you want people that are not in alignment with what your desire is. You want a loving relationship that makes you feel satisfied and helps you to feel loved and helps you to bask in your self-worth, but you are stuck on somebody that keeps breaking you down emotionally and keeps contributing to your fears. That's why your guides won't let you get together with that person. Now, to those of you who are new, I'm my priestess Elif. I channel my message. So everything that I say from the time that I start the recording until I finish the reading is me channeling. Everything that I'm saying here is for this collective. If you've been guided to my message to receive this message, I have a particular collective that I am responsible for. If you've been guided to this video and what I'm saying resonates, this is message from source, from soul, from our spirit guides. I am not just saying things that come to my mind. I don't just read the cards and tell you what's going on there. I channel. So this is why I ask you to tap into your intuition. Create a space in which you can expand and grow, not just have junk food readings, junk food entertainment, if that's what you want, this is probably not the space for you. And it's okay if that's not what you want. Sometimes we're in a phase where we just want junk food and we just want to live off the light wishy-washy stuff, or we just want to we want to delve into the drama of things. That's okay. You have free choice. With that comes you attracting that very same quality of energy into your life in various aspects. That is what the choice you make. And so you get to do that. But so long as you know, other people are not responsible for your life experience. If you're in a dynamic where there are other people that you wish would rather not be there, they are there for a reason. They are also human beings, and they are also reaching for their happiness and their highest good. And you, as a collective, have to trust Source to guide you towards that. But we need to grow before we get there. And that's sometimes how these people come to serve us. Making them negative and bad and evil and demonizing them takes away from the fact that they are actually there to serve in our growth, to serve us in a positive way in some way. It is just your perspective that makes the difference between how it contributes to your expansion or whether you go backward or stay stuck. To my collective, those of you who have subscribed or are part of my community and watch my readings, my talks on a regular basis, thank you so much for being here once again. I want to thank you for the energy that you invest in my channel, with your likes, your comments, your subscriptions, and you sharing to your friends and family. I want to thank you for the donations that you've made, and I want to thank you to those of you who have reached out to me for a personal reading to help you in your process and your spiritual journey. And I read all of the comments. It's great for me to see how you are able to benefit from these readings. It is here to help you to progress and not to hinder. But ultimately, you are the director of your life. Whatever comes into your life flows into your life. Even if it triggers you a little bit negatively, it is ultimately there to serve you. You get to find the positive aspects, leave the rest, take what serves, feed yourself goodness, feed yourself upliftment, and leave the rest. So if there's anything that I'm saying to you that takes you in a direction that doesn't feel quite right, let it go. Okay? I am not the boss of you. This is your life. This is your experience. This is your love experience. Only take what serves. That is my intention, is to serve you in this journey. Okay. You've entered a sacred space. I start all of my readings with a meditation, and I open a portal for remote healing in the area of love for my subscribers. Okay. Let's begin. We are looking at what's happening with your person. The first thing that I'm seeing here, Aries, is that there's a lot of love between you and this person that you have on your mind that you're thinking of. A lot of good fortune came into your life since meeting them, even though for many of you this has not been an easy journey. You cannot deny the goodness that has flowed into your life, how your capacity to welcome opportunity and more goodness into your life has expanded. You cannot deny the growth. It'll do you good to focus on that instead of the negatives. The same is true for your person. There is a deep connection here, and there has been a lot of focus on and talk about healing and growth between the two of you. It is something you have in common, and you feel as though you have a connection, spiritually. What has happened in the two of you coming together, the energy of your connection has really plummeted your person into their home stuff. So for some of you, it's as if, they found themselves being driven deeper into or moving towards those issues or those things in their lives that they need to overcome. If there is a family situation in which there's been codependence, or a relationship in which they felt stuck or hasn't been quite happy or healthy, whether this is a marriage, if this is for some of you, this is a third party situation. It seems as though they've chosen to go back there instead of moving forward towards you. But what you don't understand is, what seems to be a backward motion is progression. They just realize the magnitude of their growth and healing that they need to give energy to so that they can actually progress. There has been a lot of keys a lot of unlocking of ability, of understanding, of abundance in both of your lives through this connection. And your person has been searching for stability, emotional stability in every aspect of their life. They feel that this is important and this is what they are meant to do. They need to connect with the stability. Stability, however, is something that needs to be founded in your relationship with yourself. That is what they are ultimately working towards. Whether you are aware of this or not, it is also something that you are reaching for, that stability. Emotional stability. In the need to do so, this person, Aries, has betrayed you, has deliberately hurt you, sabotaged the relationship with you. And that is the thing that has been haunting you. What Spirit is highlighting to me here is that it's actually, it seems as though they did this to you because of somebody else, this other person that seems to be very toxic. Their actions, their lower vibrational actions, the stuff that they've done, is more about this other person, this other relationship that has been a part of their unhealthy sense of self. And what Spirit is showing me is that it seems that what they did to you has actually gone back to this person now. The karmic is, the relationship, the other relationship that they have been trying to make sense of and work their way out of, and then try and navigate around. So it looked as though, are they working their way out of the relationship or towards it? Nobody could really tell. All of that energy that was not so nice that you were exposed to has been directed in towards this person, or by this person towards your person. It's as if there's been this explosion of that ugliness between them. It's as if the karma has just gone back to them. Okay. Spirit is also letting me know that they've been focusing too much on the problem that needs to be fixed, and that's what's magnified, and so have you. You've been focusing on this person so much as the problem and as the basis, that you've been giving this person and situation with this person more energy than you should. Now it makes sense why I was channeling what I was at the beginning. What is happening for Aries and their person currently and during this month? Thank you, Spirit. Wow. The Lovers came out. This choice that has been at the base of this connection, that has been made such a big deal and that has been given such emphasis to, was never really a choice, because the choice had been made before you guys came here. It is infinite. Instead of focusing on the part of this connection that is infinite, that is soul, there's been focus on the reality of it and how things seem, the outside parties, the actions that are or are not taken, the ego stuff. Even though you think this has been a choice between you and somebody else, it's been a choice between everything and themselves, your person's true self. That's what this is about. And in them choosing self, you are an automatic bypart of that, or byproduct of that. There's been a huge misconception about what is at the base of this. This has been an opportunity to balance karma, to find a new perspective, a new way of looking at love and relationships, and that's what's happening at the moment. There is a coming together for many of you, Aries. There's a coming together. As I said, things have completely combusted in this, where they've been. It's been a culmination of the mess that they've been perpetuating in their search for self. I'm seeing that there is a coming together, that they're realizing that the choice has always been obvious. The choice was made. They never had to make a choice. Where they got stuck is they just needed to align with the choice instead of disaligning with it. They were just out of alignment with their true self. Not being honest with themselves, being blind, focusing on the fears and the negativity, focusing on what needs to be fixed instead of accepting that what is already is. And there's nothing that they need to go back and fix, except they need to align with what now is, so that they can just move forward and everything else will take care of themselves. There was a lack of faith and a lack of trust. This made them secretive, made them hide. They were not dishonest with you, they were dishonest with themselves, and therefore how could they be honest with anybody else? This person was not satisfied because their belief of how to obtain satisfaction kept leading them in the wrong direction, and they kept making investments that were not in alignment with what truly is for them and what has entered their life, which includes you, which is the basis of is you. New love, new energy. And they kept finding themselves dissatisfied. Fortunately, that energy has moved out of the way. There is a lot of karma that's been balanced here. There's a lot of realizations that this person's come to. And I see them having the opportunity to move towards you, the Empress, their Empress. You are that person that is intuitive. You trust your gut. You know how to move towards, to create the life that you want. You trust your intuition, and you are able to experience the joy of what is perceived to be real here. There is no disconnect from that. You are obviously somebody that has done your work to know who you are and to connect and find who you are. Through your experience with this person, you have lost your way from time to time. That is natural. It is part and parcel of the connection. For some of you, this is a soulmate connection, or a strong connection, one in which you've loved in previous lives. I see that your person is going to take time to be with themselves, to be single. So that they can have the space to line themselves up with moving in the direction that they want to move into. The strength in this connection at the moment is that it has brought about so much healing. And even though a lot of the healing was painful and there was a bit of resistance towards it, it still manifested great results in the physical. There's a definite separation, breakup taking place in your person's life, possibly with this other person. For many of you, with this other person, as I said, I see towers that have taken place in that connection. Even though I don't have the tower card here, perhaps it'll still come out. There is a deep emotional connection here that the both of you are hoping you'll be able to mature into, reconcile with. But what's definitely coming about is new communication. Many of you can look forward to that in this month still. It is a time for you now, my dear, to align yourself with the new perspectives that you've gained from this, to distinguish between what has been old beliefs and how your beliefs have now evolved around relationships, yourself, other people, scenarios, in a way that is mature, in a way that is more that is true to your soul, that doesn't rub you up the wrong way. There is definitely a clarity and a strength. You have the ability to master your mind. What you focus on is what you are going to attract. And if you allow yourself to align with the new perspectives, you are going to attract that kind of energy into your life, in this relationship and in various areas of your life. There is an opportunity, as I said, I see this person, your person, being single this month, deciding to be on their own, to gather themselves and to start working towards, or creating space for them to start moving into the direction that their heart desires, which is you. The person that they are deeply connected to on a soul level, but the person that they have not been completely honest with, and hoping that they get an opportunity to be honest with you, so that you can work towards a partnership, very possibly marriage. For some of you, that is the intention here. Your person's intention is to work towards marriage with you. Yeah, this cycle with this other person is definitely closed. I see a breakup. I see a closing of this cycle, and then moving towards something new, something abundant, something that brings balance and harmony, and that something is you. Thank you, Spirit. Please give me more on this outcome. Reunion, celebration. Reunion and celebration, and Spirit says, be careful not to have yourself holding on to what has happened and what has been. Every time that a relationship comes back around, Source is giving you an opportunity for new energy, for newness. The history you have together should only serve as the basis that propels you towards the bigger version of yourself. You're constantly looking at that history together to point out that person's weaknesses and flaws and what they did wrong and what they may do moving forward. Then don't even give it another chance, because you're just going to recreate that. Rather let it go and move on to a new relationship. Yeah? This person's moving away from where they've been, moving away from the third party situation, coming towards you. Reunion, celebration, happiness and joy. That is what I see for many of you here. So, this is what's happening with your person, Aries, currently. The person that you hold in your heart space. And as I said, if you are hoping for a reunion, which I see many of you are, the opportunity is that you align yourself with the new perspectives and the new energy and the newness. If you are still too caught up on what has been, then you are going to block this. Don't even do it. Just align yourself with newness, with something new coming in. There's, sometimes that's for the best, and sometimes that's what we want. We don't want to have to revisit the old. The reason why in most readings the old energy always comes in, even if you're looking at new, is because everything that comes into your life to serve you in some way. And until you get clear on how that experience was supposed to expand you, and you can be at peace with it, There's no point in shutting it off, shutting it out, and moving on to something new, because that new energy coming into your life will have a different face, a different name, but it'll be the same thing you'll be reliving, because there was purpose in what came to help you expand. Start to see these experiences, no matter how terrible they may have been or negative they may have been, for what they are. They've come to serve you, to serve your expansion and your growth in love and relationship. What is it that you were meant to learn from it? And how could you best expand from it? Grow, become the bigger version of yourself, so that you can attract and welcome the bigger version of love that you've come here to experience into your life. Aries, that is your message. To those of you interested in a personal, my email is in the description box below, and I look forward to hearing from you. If this message resonates with you, please comment, let me know how. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of my videos coming up. Love and light to you, and I will see you guys next time. Bye now.